I flew to Bombay. I think Milind was with me. Flew to Bombay, and in the first press conference, I said, I admit security failure, intelligence failure, and I regret the failure. Why can't the government say that?
Yes.
We also did a number of things. We also, to borrow the word of the Chief of Defense Staff, re-strategized. Within a month, 30 days, I asked the Cabinet to approve the National Investigation Agency Act. It was passed in that session and notified on 31st December 2018. The first two Director Generals of NIA were outstanding officers, one from Kerala cadre and one from Rajasthan cadre. We also amended the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. We set up the NAD grid. We quickened the implementation of the CCTNS. And all this was done in 30 days. In fact, I may take you into confidence. I thought I had done my job and I should leave the Home Ministry. I was moved much against my wishes. But we did this in 30 days. We took confidence, we took the Parliament into confidence and did all these things. Now, where is that re-strategy? Where is the taking the Parliament into confidence? We heard the ministers. They were singing the praises of Operation Sindoor, for which I have no objection. But what about the aftermath of Operation Sindoor, the consequences of Operation Sindoor? We are in the same advanced stage of wisdom as when this debate began in the Lok Sabha yesterday. While I congratulated the military leadership as exemplary, I know what everybody will know what I'm intending to say. The political leadership has been thoroughly disappointing. The Defense Minister made a spirited statement yesterday in the Lok Sabha. Today he was his usual subdued, moderate self. The Foreign Minister made an articulate reply in the Lok Sabha. Today is not yet spoken. But I hope when the Foreign Minister speaks, because the Defense Minister has already spoken, they will copy or emulate the candor of the military leadership, admit the mistakes, and tell us what they are doing to re-strategize. So please understand, it's no longer preparing for a one-front war or a two-front war. Pakistan and China are no longer different fronts. It's a fused front. The pilots were Pakistanis, the aircraft were Chinese. The finger was Pakistani military leaders, the missiles were Chinese. The operator was Pakistani, the drones were from Turkey. Where is your plan? To fight not a one-front war, not a two-front war, but a fused front war of India fighting Pakistan and China fused together. Look at our neighbors. All our other neighbors are relatively peaceful. But on the northern and western and eastern border, we have India and China, and if they are fused in one front, that runs about 8,000 kilometers of border. Where is the thinking? Where is the hint of a thinking? Sir, after Operation Sindoor, the Foreign Secretary and his wife were trolled. Daughter was trolled. The Chief of Defense Staff was trolled. And I asked the government, did they not rise to his defense? I didn't hear their rising to their defenses. The CDS carried out the instructions of the government and successfully conducted Operation Sindoor. The Foreign Secretary was reporting the political decision to agree to a ceasefire. But to my great regret, the Foreign Secretary and his daughter were trolled. He had to shut down his social account, and the CDS was trolled. But I didn't see the political leadership rising to the defense of the military leadership.
Yes.
Sir, I move to another aspect of the consequences of Operation Sindoor. We sent delegations. The Congress Party also sent its members. I think the MPs did as best a job as they could do. But look at the context. During and after Operation Sindoor, mark my words, during Operation Sindoor, May 7th to May 10th, and after Operation Sindoor, on 9th of May 2025, IMF approved $1 billion to Pakistan under the Extended Fund Facility, bringing the total disbursements to $2.1 billion. India sits on the 18-member committee of IMFC, International Monetary Fund Committee. We did not vote against the proposal. We abstained. Why? Why did we abstain? Should we not have voted against the proposal? Yes. By saying Operation Sindoor is going on and you are giving money for what? That money will fuel the war. On 3rd of June 2025, Asian Development Bank approved a loan of $800 million. Recently, the World Bank decided to lend $40 billion over a 10-year period. So who in the World Bank, who in the Asian Development Bank, who in the IMF is standing by us? US and China, otherwise rivals, voted in favor of all the proposals. They didn't abstain. They voted in favor of all the proposals. India did not vote against, but abstained. Is this the political leadership that the military leadership deserves? Is this the political leadership that India deserves? Is this the political leadership that pays